Now we will go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. As you know, the Iraqi federal government has cut the budget and salary of the Kurdistan region. Have you addressed this issue with Baghdad? What is your position on the matter? And I have
Yes, we're aware of this. We are aware of this. And we urge Baghdad and Erbil to resolve their issues through constructive dialogue consistent with their constitutional responsibilities. Resolving the salaries issue quickly sends a signal that Iraq is creating an environment in which U.S. companies would want to invest. Successful resolution would also send a positive signal on broader cooperation for the benefit of all Iraqis, such as reopening the Iraq-Turkey pipeline and additional energy exploration, including with U.S. companies. When speaking with senior Iraqi officials, such as Prime Minister Soudani, Secretary Rubio has emphasized the importance of stability and prosperity in Iraq and the region. He has done the same in recent meetings and conversations with KRG President Barzani and KRG Prime Minister Mansour Barzani. U.S. support for a strong and resilient Iraqi Kurdistan region remains a crucial element of our relationship with Iraq. All right.
Another question.
Yes, all right. Next, please. Let's get everyone in if we can here.
I'm only going to ask one to get everybody in. Sanctions question for you. The ICC sanctions that were announced last Thursday. 2 members of the pre-trial chamber that signed off on the arrest warrants for Prime Minister Netanyahu, Defense Minister Gallant, were sanctioned. But the presiding judge, the 3rd judge in the pre-trial chamber of France, was not sanctioned. What was the reasoning behind sanctioning only 2 of the 3 members and not the presiding judge of that chamber?
Yeah, again, that obviously was a internal diplomatic decision made very specifically about specific individuals, which I won't discuss.
So it was a diplomatic decision?
Well, it's what the decisions that go into the nature of when to do a sanction. Obviously, there's a combination of conversations involving national security, what's in the best interest of the United States, what's in the best interest of our diplomacy, certainly with our ally Israel, and our own national security and the messages that we send when it comes to expecting America to be treated with respect and to be treated with some modicon of decency when it comes to the international scene. I think that makes that clear, but in the sense of the details of that, of course, I can't comment on that here.
Thank you.
All right, yes, sir, at the end here.
I have a question about foreign aid. Would you be able to share any update on the status of PEPFAR? I understand Secretary Rubio said last month in a hearing before the Senate that 85% of the program is operational, but now some activists and congressional Democrats are disputing that.
I do have something for you here, just for some clarity. Secretary Rubio referenced an estimated 85% of beneficiaries who could be receiving life-saving treatment and prevention of mother-to-child transmission services based on the full operational capacity of all the operational active awards. It's 85%. That is a correct number. That is as of March 24th, 2025. All right? Good. Oh, wait. Well, hold on.
This cable that went out today from Secretary Rubio instructing all chiefs of mission to abolish all USAID positions, local, direct, either direct U.S. hires or local employees. And
Sure,
contractors.
that was not a surprise. It shouldn't surprise anyone. A cable is something sent out from the State Department, in this case, of course, to missions worldwide, instructing them to do something, essentially. There's many more uses and reasons for cables. And sometimes, surprisingly, said no one ever, they get leaked. In this case, it was an order regarding positions, regarding U.S. aid, that they were to be ended. And that was something that was previewed in February when we relayed the roadmap, if you will, of the reorganization, the renovation, if you will, of U.S. aid, making sure that our aid efforts around the world met with what was important to the United States, to the America First agenda. So this was a cable telling our posts exactly what they were expecting to be told. Which is that those positions were gone and were being eliminated. So it wasn't a surprise, it's nothing new, and it is exactly what we previewed in February and March of this year.